This is a Tusken reader review of Star Wars Jedi Quest: The Way of the Apprentice, written by Jude Watson. Jedi Quest, a young reader book, written by Jude Watson. This is book 1. I believe there are 9 total, maybe 10. I'm not 100% sure because I know that there is another Star Wars book out there called Jedi Quest. And this is the start of a series. It's labeled book number 1 on the side there. Let's go ahead and talk about this cover real quick. This is nothing special to look at. You got a combination of Jake Lloyd and Hayden Christensen put together on the front there. It's like a nice little Photoshop job. Trying to combine the two. You know, I understand why they would do that. Trying to get a look at what the character would look like at the age that he is in this story. A couple other characters on the front here, and the Star Wars logo is nice and shiny. Got like that foil look to it, where it shows all the colors when you shake it in the light. On the back cover, we've got the evolution process of Anakin growing from age 8 or 9 all the way up to I guess where he is in this story. He looks a little older. He looks like he does in episode 2, kind of. Hard to tell, really, because the face is not too clear. But I'm going to go ahead and read the summary right off the back of this book. This, also, I should say this real quick. Star Wars is fun. I never thought, though, that I would be reading a junior book in the expanded universe. I always said, I'm going to read just the adult novels. But something happened in my brain that said, hey, check out this Jedi Quest book. So I did. And that's why we're here talking about it. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker, master and apprentice, chosen by fate, destined for conflict. 14-year-old Anakin Skywalker is strong in the ways of the Force. His lightsaber skills are exceptional, and his piloting is legendary. He should be an ideal Jedi apprentice, and yet there is so much he still has to learn. It is up to Obi-Wan Kenobi to teach him these things. But on a mission to a planet threatened by a toxic disaster, Obi-Wan and Anakin are separated. Anakin and 3 other apprentices, one of them his rival, must work together in order to survive. Anakin's instincts are clear, but are they right? Anakin Skywalker's destiny will determine the future of the galaxy. These are the events that form his fate. So, what did I think of Star Wars Jedi Quest: The Way of the Apprentice? Book 1 in the Jedi Quest series. Honestly, I thought that I was going to be getting myself into a world of hurt with this book. I don't know how many of these junior reader books I will read, but if they all seem to be like this one, it might be a lot. I'm going to be honest with you. I was shocked. I was completely shocked with this book. I thought, oh, it's going to be dumbed down, it's going to be boring, it's going to be just cliche, young reader type stuff. Some of that stuff was in there. Of course, you're going to have the masters and the apprentice or padawans, and there's going to be, somehow they're going to separate and the kids have to act alone. That's what you got to do when you tell a kid's story, I guess. That does happen in this book, but it was done very well. I enjoyed it. There's this, like I read on the back of the book, there's this issue, this disaster breaks out on this planet, in Randor is the planet, and the Jedi are sent to go deliver medications to this planet. This toxic gas is making people ill. It's killing people. It's kind of an apocalyptic type story for the most part, but it's got excellent characters. I think Jude Watson fleshed out the characters extremely well, and I just can't get over how good this story was for a kid's book. The plot, highly enjoyable. The characters fleshed out extremely well. I think I said that already, but I just couldn't get over how awesome they were. Seeing Anakin in his struggles that he has, trying to overcome his pride and to work together as a team, it was perfect. I mean, for a little bit, I was like, am I reading a kid's book? There's no way that I'm reading a kid's book. But I was. So I hope that this continues on in the following books. I mean, I'm gonna tame my expectations. I don't want to say that I'm going to absolutely read all of these. I might stop if I hit a bad one or two bad ones in a row, because I've got a lot of Star Wars novels that I want to read, adult novels, and I don't want to get caught up reading kiddie type books if they're going to be bad. I had a bad experience reading some canon junior novels, and I don't want to waste my time on that sort of thing. But with this book, Jedi Quest: The Way of the Apprentice, it was definitely not a waste of my time. I highly recommend that you pick this thing up. Get it, read it, and let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But this book, A+ from me. I'm still in shock. I can't believe how good this young reader book was. So hopefully I can get to book 2 pretty quick and get a review for you guys on that one. But don't be fooled by the cover. Don't let that cover keep you from reading this book, because judging a book by its cover can sometimes be a bad thing. But in this case, read the book. Read this junior novel published by Scholastic. And that's all I've got. So may the Force be with you. Bye.